Hey, what's going on, guys? Shaya here, bringing you the best CALIBAN'S hand build for hunters. This build lets us wipe out hordes of enemies with ease and spectacle. Constant damage buffs for both us and our allies. Ability and super energy through our armor mods. Intrinsic anti-barrier and unstoppable champion stunning through the use of the radiant buff and the ignition debuff. Aspects: knock 'em down, plus 2 fragment slots, providing our blade barrage with 6 additional blades, and most importantly refunds our explosive throwing knife when it gets a kill. On your mark, plus 3 fragment slots, on precision kill, gives you and your allies within 15 meters a stacking buff of 15 to 45 handling and reload speed, and an additional 6 to 15% reload duration multiplier. On your mark has a 12-second duration, and dodging immediately provides the max buff stack of 3 to yourself. Fragments. Ember of Blistering. Our ignition kills grant 8 to 25% grenade energy. Ember of Char. Our ignition spreads scorch to nearby enemies. Ember of Torches. Our explosive throwing knife will make us and our allies within 8 meters radiant for a duration of 8 seconds. This increases our damage output by 25%. Ember of Singeing. After applying Scorch to a target, we receive 300% additional base class ability regen for 3 seconds. Ember of Eruption. Our ignitions have an increased area of effect. We do not use Ember of Ashes in this build due to it having no effect on the CALIBAN'S hand intrinsic Scorch stacks. If you are using incandescent weapons, however, consider replacing Ember of Char with Ember of Ashes. Abilities. For our class ability, we will be making use of the Gambler's Dodge, refunding our explosive throwing knife when used within 15 meters of enemies. This has a base cooldown of 38 seconds. Next, our choice of grenade is the Fusion Grenade. With the second lowest base cooldown of 73 seconds, this sticky grenade applies 40 Scorch stacks to perfectly complement our melee ability. Lastly, our melee ability is the Proximity Explosive Knife, with a base cooldown of 111 seconds. When paired with CALIBAN'S hand, this applies 60 Scorch stacks on hit. Stats. Our priority stats are 100 mobility to reduce our base Gambler's Dodge cooldown to 22 seconds, and 100 discipline to reduce our base Fusion Grenade cooldown to 37 seconds. This setup ensures you are always at most 22 seconds away from an ignition. As for mods, starting off with our helmet slot, we are running a Harmonic Siphon mod, allowing our solar weapons to generate orbs of power on rapid multi-kills. Next, we're running 2 hands-on mods for the extra super energy on melee kills. For the arm slot, we are running a heavy-handed mod to allow our explosive throwing knife to generate orbs of power on kill. Next, we are running both a holstering detonation mod and a impact induction mod, providing us with 20% grenade energy on throwing knife hits and 20% class ability energy on grenade hits. Both of these mods have a 7-second individual cooldown between activations. For the chest slot, we are running a Charged Up mod to allow us the ability to hold 1 additional armor charge and bring our max charges up to 4. Next, we are running a Concussive Dampener mod for 15% reduced area of effect damage. This mod is optional and can be replaced with either a additional Charged Up mod to bring our available armor charge count up to 5, or a Font of Endurance mod, granting us plus 30 resilience for a 9% all damage resist when at 70 resilience or lower. Lastly, we are running a Harmonic Resistance to provide us with 15% solar damage resist. This mod is also optional and can be replaced. For the leg slot, we are running a Recuperation mod to regen 70 HP on any orb of power pickup, followed by 2 Solar Surge mods for an additional 17% damage boost to our solar weapons. For the class item slot, we are using a Bomber mod for 10% grenade energy when we use our dodge ability. Next, we are making use of the Powerful Attractions mod to gather our orbs of power from a 12.5 meter radius. Activating Recuperation this way tends to come in clutch and helps us gather armor charges. And lastly, we are running a Time Dilation mod, bringing our blue armor mods up from a 10 to a 15-second decay per armor charge, providing us with a full minute of buffs at 4 armor charges. Exotics. SUNSHOT, a solar adaptive 150 RPM hand cannon with the intrinsic perk Explosive Payload. Kills cause targets to explode and deal 10 scorch stacks or 15 stacks with Ember of Ashes to surrounding enemies. The Catalyst grants a passive plus 30 range and plus 20 stability. After all the buffs it has received, this is one of the best ad clearing weapons currently available in the game. As for the armor slot, we are running CALIBAN'S Hand. This will provide us with an additional 500% base cooldown rate increase for the duration of our explosive knife being left undetonated. And for those hits that don't finish off a target, we instead apply scorch stacks, triggering the fragment Ember of Singeing to help reduce our dodge ability cooldown further. And lastly, the most important trait of this exotic is its ability to trigger ignitions on any explosive throwing knife kill. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe for more and thumbs up the video so more people can see this build and try it for themselves. Be sure to leave a comment if you think there are any areas for me to improve my content. Thank you all for watching and have a good rest of your day.